two things I wanted to do. Demonstrate a couple of good fells. So I'll demonstrate good cuts. 45 is the minimum. 70 degrees is better because the tree falls further before the hinge wood breaks and then it releases. So when you are lining up to make your felling cuts, you can actually look down the chainsaw, and this line is the direction that it's going to go. On a small tree like this, you can actually do it from more or less behind and be looking straight down that sight line. So once you've done that first angled cut, that's probably 60 degrees, the main thing is when you finish, that you're finishing level. So you don't finish with the power header up or down. If it's level, then it means that when you do that second cut, they should meet if your second cut is also level. This is something that people sometimes do. If they're cutting lower, often they end up cutting like that because they're leaning down. That's when you really need to get down on one knee and make sure that that cut is level. So up here like this, and I'm only doing this high so that I've got more room down there. Normally I'd do it nice and low. When I'm cutting this bottom cut, and because I've done this at 60 degrees, I can actually look down this cut and then I can see where when the tip is going to meet the cut. Okay, so that's what we're aiming for, that those cuts meet and that there's no overcut there. So you can always stop just to check around the other side, see how much you've got to cut. Well, that's about right actually. So a little bit of hinge wood, got even amount on this side and this side. If that was a normal standing tree, it would probably have started to go by this point. Here it goes. So particularly on that bottom cut, I've gone too far.
The hinge is going to start to break straight away because it's hitting.
So it's made the scarf ineffective in a way, and it's damaged the hinge wood. And the problem with trying to fix this up now, because I could come down here, it's going to end up to be 50%. But you still, it's better to try and fix it up because it's 50% anyway. It's better to fix it up than have that overcut. So it's kind of, and
just recut higher?
Or you could recut it. Yep. So you could actually cut up here, and then with a better cut, and then back cut it up here. Depends on the tree and the situation. So this one's not overcut, but it's just such a narrow angle. It's only about, 20 degrees, that as the tree would fall, it would only just start to fall, and then the scarf closes and pretty much it stops. Which means that, especially if it's in a stand of trees, like a pine stand with lots of other trees around and the branches are touching a little bit, the first part of the fall is quite slow, so it'll be slow because it's still touching the other trees, and then it'll pretty much stop. And if you haven't got a rope on it, it's really hard to get it to go further after that, because what the back cut will look like, the back cut will actually only be open that same amount, but that's actually open more than a wedge. So the tree started to fall, has stopped, and wedges aren't really going to do anything. Whereas if you'd gone nice and open, 45, 50 or even 70 degrees, it's going to fall a lot further.